Good morning, Saints. I hope you enjoyed your Memorial Weekend. I'm Ari Renee.
And I'm Taylor Morehouse, and from our SFHS Media Seniors.
You're watching SFHS Today.
For our final show of the year, we thought because St. Francis Area Schools is District 15 that we would shine a light on 15 of our many seniors who have made a difference in our school and community.
We asked teachers and administrators to nominate candidates, and these 15 Saints represent students who excelled in academics, activities, and athletics. These students leave behind a legacy of leadership. Chloe Betterman,
Matthew Botham,
Natalie Campbell,
Philip Conant,
Tyler Edwards,
Rhiannon Ingberg,
Joe Jacobson,
Brady Johnson,
Easton Johnson,
Maddie Johnson,
Wes Johnson,
Julietta Moran,
Rachel Moskinis,
Lauren Perry,
and Lyle Punt.
Chloe Betterman has been involved in every show that she could possibly be involved in since she was a freshman in high school. Everything that Chloe does in theater is unselfish and for the betterment of the program. Chloe was the Teddy Bear Award winner last year.
It means the world to me. I was surprised when I got it. I didn't think that me, of all people, would be someone that everyone could look up to. I didn't think people saw me in that way, but I guess they did.
The Teddy Bear goes to the person who the cast says is the most supportive person, the person they would go to with any kind of trouble, the person that they count on and rely on. And I would say not only do her peers feel that way about her, but I do as well.
Theater has been like my sport, and that's where I've met all my friends. So it's really just an extension of me, and I'm excited to take that with me and see if it leads me anywhere.
Matthew's had a great athletic career here at St. Francis. I've had the opportunity to coach him for over 4 years, this whole time he's been here.
I've been playing for 11 years.
He's left quite a legacy as far as basketball is concerned. He broke multiple school records this year, became our school's career leading scorer, but he's also left a legacy in terms of work ethic.
I think my message has just been to work hard and chase your dreams.
And he's always been willing and able to help with our younger kids at camps during the summer.
I'm playing basketball at University of North Dakota.
We are going to miss Matthew a lot, and he's left quite a legacy to live up to.
As a 7th grader, she brought a lot of laughter and joy to my classroom. She's a hard worker. She helps everyone to achieve their best.
I have been involved in student council for 3 years. I was the production stage manager for the past 6 shows for our theater company, and I was the dance captain for Bridge Street Singers for the past 2 years, and I've been in show choir for 6.
It was fun to watch her grow as a musician and a talent and a singer and a dancer and a choreographer and all these wonderful things that she can become.
My biggest accomplishment would be being a dance captain for Bridge Street.
She also does a lot of things with the plays. I know she's a production stage manager and stuff. She's going to be going to Anoka Ramsey next year to become an elementary school teacher. I'm very proud of the woman she's become.
I want to leave behind my hard work for the underclassmen that I taught on Bridge Street, and I hope everybody just keeps up the hard work.
One of the amazing students from our 2022-2023 class.
I nominated Philip Conant because I've had the opportunity to be around Phil and watch him for a number of years. He played on our football team and was a contributor for multiple years for us. Got to play in the All-Star game this year, which is an honor that only a few players in your class get to play in.
St. Francis has taught me a lot. I mean, really taught me how to come together as a group and put aside differences and just how to unite and to be best as one unit.
He's done some amazing things in track and field.
As far as my reputation that I leave behind in St. Francis, I hope in sports, I think I left a good leadership role, and then in the classroom, just someone who's helpful and caring to other students.
He set the school record in the disc, has competed in shot at a very high level, also as a member of the 4x2 relay team. And he's done some really great things and has worked really hard for the accomplishments that he's achieved so far.
I've done a lot of volunteer work. I've worked for youth camps and worked on at my church, and I helped start the FCA program here. So after high school, I'm gonna be going to Bethel University, and I'm gonna be on the football and track team there while also studying in exercise science.
I know he's going to continue to do great things in the future as well.
So Tyler Edwards has been a top-notch leader in our school. As the president of Student Council, he's organized numerous Pep Fests, numerous community events.
Student Council has given me a lot of different connections throughout the school with different staff members, along with getting me a lot of friends that I'm very close with right now, and it also gives me something to work towards.
I think the thing that stands out the most is, most recently, one of our students, Savannah Reinertson, who volunteers at the NACE Food Shelf, came and said there's a need to have a food drive for NACE. And so she met with the principal and with Tyler, and Tyler took it really seriously and led the food drive that brought in over 1,000 items for the NACE Food Shelf.
I definitely say just the connections I'll always have in the school, as well as the leadership skills I gained from Student Council as a whole.
This is at a time when everyone is winding down, and he totally could have just rested on his laurels, but instead he made a difference.
You know, when we sit down and we talk about kids that we feel make a difference in our class, not just because of what they do individually, but what they bring to the group, Rihanna was absolutely one of those top students.
Being editor-in-chief of yearbook, that's something I'll always have, and that's one of my biggest takeaways. It's a big responsibility, and you learn a lot about being a leader. And like the yearbook, it's something that we all get to enjoy, and bringing joy to everyone here and the students, that's something, like I said, I'll always have with me.
Me and Ms. Close have had Rihanna in many of our classes over the years, and she's always been a top performer artistically, and she's also been a really outstanding classmate. She's kind, she's honest, she's hardworking, and she sets the bar for others. You know, she sets a really positive example.
Joe is so fun, and he just brings an energy to everything he does. He actually started in summer theater when he was just a kid, and he had no clue what he was getting into.
When I got a little bit older, I saw my sister join things like show choir and theater, and she seemed like it was like awesome, and I just looked up to her and I thought, this is what I want to do. And then when I got into it, it was what I wanted to do, and I just realized that. And I've been in so many cool experiences, the stuff I do at school, like show choir and theater, and I was able to be in Triple Threat, and a lot of those things really confirmed for me that this is what I want to do for my career path. I plan to go to Millikan in Illinois, it's in Decatur, to get my BFA in musical theater. I've always been a very passionate singer. Since I basically came into the world, I was singing a tune or humming or screaming in the car a song, trying to sound like Rapunzel from Tangled. And so just to be able to go to something and be like, this is something I have steady in my everyday life and it's not going to change. And it never did change, and I'm very happy about it because I made a lot of really good, awesome connections.
I decided to nominate Brady Johnson for a number of reasons. He's a three-sport athlete. He's involved in the band program. He's right near the top of his class academically, is involved in other activities. To be as consistent with working at his craft and his schoolwork and being a great citizen and classmate and leader in the school. We have a lot of special people, and Brady is definitely one of them.
I won 10 scholarships last night, and I also won Athlete of the Year, which I am very honored and grateful as I've worked hard throughout high school for this opportunity. I really enjoyed playing sports and being in band. I made a lot of memories and enjoyed it with my friends. I also spent a lot of time in academics through my high school, which I don't regret at all. They helped me win all these scholarships and give me good opportunities in college and moving forward in life.
My last couple of years have gone pretty good. I've enjoyed everybody and all the teachers. I've met some friends that I'll hopefully have for the rest of my life, and some teachers that have really impacted me and swayed me towards the direction I'm going after high school.
So Easton, starting off, has changed the way that he thinks and the way that he moves and the way he transformed his body. And he's really been an inspiration to everybody else to essentially say, if Easton can do it, I know I can do it. So that's how I know he's kind of changed the culture of high school.
I've learned that life goes super fast and not to take anything for granted, especially the friends that are around you.
I would say the one thing that stands out to me about Maddie is I really got to know her. Actually, I've watched her play soccer for all 4 years, where she's excelled both in the conference level and the state level, and just become an incredible leader for that program.
The Athena Award is an award presented to a senior female athlete who has done well in sports and education.
She really showed strong leadership, and she always was joking around and enjoying it, and that she's got just a fun personality where she's always trying to be positive and make things go well.
I hope I leave a positive environment where people feel free to play the sports they love.
I will really miss her leadership. I think she makes a significant amount of difference in our school.
I hope that I take with me the leadership skills that I have learned throughout my sports and my classes here.
I wish Maddie the best.
So I've been able to coach Wes in multiple sports. I've coached him in football and basketball, and in both he's done some really great things. He was a defensive back and wide receiver for us in football.
My favorite memory of football was definitely beating Andover in a super fun, muddy, rainy game.
He was a 3-year starter for us at point guard in basketball.
My favorite memory of basketball was definitely making the state tournament this last year, being able to play just at Williams Arena, and the whole atmosphere of state was super fun.
And by the end of his career, he became a great leader both on and off the court.
Next year I'm going to Minnesota Duluth, and I'm studying engineering.
He's a kid with a lot of character, a lot of integrity. He works really hard when he's there. And as coaches, that's exactly what we wanted.
Julietta has done a lot over the years, and so recently she made it into the Minnesota All-State Band.
Mr. Richard gave me my audition materials in November of 2021. I found out I got in at the end of April of 2022. At the beginning of August of 2022, I went to Concordia. We got back together in February and we performed at Orchestra Hall.
Juliet has been a big leader for us in the band program over the last couple of years, and one of the biggest things that she contributes is just her work ethic and her musical ability.
I've been in wind ensemble the past 3 years, both jazz bands, and I've been in about every single activity that you could participate in for band.
I nominated Rachel Molsness because she makes everybody's day. Like, she is a bright sunlight in my day. Every time I see her, she makes me smile.
My favorite class I have is Rosa Foods because Miss Lemke is the best teacher ever.
She wants to make friends with whoever she meets.
And also my best friend Savannah's in there, and she tends to help me all the time.
She makes everybody laugh. She's very caring.
I think it's best to be the way you are for being built, and that you all are beautiful no matter what you look like.
She's just a bright light.
I was the National Honor Society treasurer, I was the captain of the gymnastics team, and I was the managing editor of the yearbook.
She was in my AP Lang and composition class, and I was really interested in the things that she had to say. And then later I was really glad to see her in my yearbook class, and she ended up being the managing editor, working with Rihanna Ingberg to make sure that the yearbook got done.
I feel like I became a really strong leader as an officer and the captain of my gymnastics team. I was able to help my teammates get through some things and was just able to cheer them on. In yearbook, I was pretty good at telling what other students they could work on and how they can improve. Overall, I just learned a lot of skills and became a better person through the things I was a part of.
Lauren has made a positive difference in our community by setting a good example for others. She's very organized and has, takes great care to make sure that she follows through on commitments that she makes.
In gymnastics, I hope that the future gymnasts of St. Francis can work really hard and cheer each other on. I feel like once you grow together as a team, you can definitely be successful as a team.
You can see the results of her efforts in her success on the gymnastics team, in the efficient way that NHS was run, in part thanks to her contributions, and also in the yearbook this year. I think the yearbook has a real unified look, and Lauren was an instrumental part of making that happen.
Lau has been a really special member of our group over the last 4 years in choir and in show choir. He's been a great leader. I've known him to be somebody who prepares in advance, helps everybody be successful by helping prepare the the rehearsal spaces and the rehearsal material, and then does a really good job teaching all the other students.
I think it was magical being a part of that. Last year, it was just like, it was fun last year, but then this year I got to write the whole script. It was fun. I put a bunch of jokes in there. I got to be a fun character, and I made everyone have a good time.
Lyle's always someone who I think brings 100% to the room, no matter what he has going on in his own life, his school day. He's always ready to work, and I think he holds himself to that standard, but also his peers. Everyone wants to work harder when Lyle is there and make sure that everything is done in a professional and wonderful manner.
I plan to go to the U of M in the Twin Cities, and I plan on majoring in dance. I got a scholarship from the dance program.
He's a great leader and a role model for all of his other peers.
Thank you to everyone who made St. Francis a better place. We will miss you all next year. And now back to our senior broadcasters.
So I know it's 15 saints who made a difference, but I had an entire crew of seniors and juniors this year in media production who made a huge difference in our school community. Every week they were out telling the stories of our community, and for that I am forever grateful. So congratulations, class of 2023.
Stay safe, Saints.